Hi everybody, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. How are you today? Tonight I'm going to show you my alternatives for the My Paper Pumpkin December 2018. Now when you open this up this month, inside each month you get the instructions. This month it was for a calendar, a desk calendar. I've seen some people make them into wall calendars. Really cute idea. Okay, let me show you what's in there. I know there's still some shadow issues on my videos, but we're working on that. I think for the most part you can see what I'm doing, so bear with me. So inside there, what you get is, let me just move this out of the way. You get a nice little box. Let's move this too so you can see better. And you get a stamp set. You get 2 little Stampin' Spots, Grapefruit Grove and Pool Party, some ribbon. This little piece is actually for the banners when you're making this cute little desk calendar. And then you get these banners. Now the banners, there are 18 of them because it's a year and a half. It's an 18-month calendar. Now I knew that I wouldn't use it like this. Oh, and then this, of course, this cute little box, which you can use to store what I'm going to show you. So what I did instead, and we'll just put those aside, the other things, I'll show you what I did instead, but the other things that you get are all these little nice to and from tags, which you really don't need for what I'm going to show you tonight. And if you were making the calendar, you would probably just use one, but they give you so many of them, okay? They give you 10 of them, so I'm going to jump start on my Christmas tags for next year. But I'm also going to put that aside. You get some twine, which I could use for my Christmas tags, which I'll use those for. And then you get these sticker adhesive sheets for stamping. Okay, now if you look at the sample, you can see that the calendar, how the calendar is in there. And it gives you full instructions, which are great, okay? You can watch the video. There's also a video out on doing that. But what I'm going to do is something a little bit different. I'm going to bring in the banners and show you the ones I've already done, and then I'm going to stamp some of the ones to be done, okay? So I'm going to start with May, and then I'm going to show you January, February, and March, April. But then I'm going to show you the finished products for these. Okay, so this is May. So what I did was I made them into cards instead. So I didn't put a date on this one yet because I'm not sure whose birthday in May I'm going to use this for. So again, I just made all the banners into cards, which, think about it, now you've got 18 cards for the year. It could be 18 birthday cards or whatever you need them to be. So that was my May card. Got them out of order here. Okay, here's my June. Again, I didn't circle any date here because I'm not sure who I'm going to give this to, but this would be a birthday card. If you decide to do all birthdays, you have 18 birthday cards. What I've done here is I've used all the designer series paper, well, not all of it, but some of it, and the stamp sets from the ones that are in the new occasions catalog, and also some from the celebration catalog. So that would be June. Then I have July. And I just did a friend card. Again, you can see that I've used designer series paper from the up-and-coming catalog. But also I want to mention on this one too, and this one, don't overlook the ribbons in the annual catalog. You can see I used 2 ribbons here and just doubled it. For August, that was July. This one's August. This one's a little not quite, got a lot of things going on, I guess you would say. But this is an August birthday card, you can see. And I used some of the stamps from the paper pumpkin just to make a little design in there. And again, I don't have any date on here circled because I'm not sure who I'm going to be sending this to. Now, September is a little bit different. I'm going to bring in September. This, what I used was the Geared Up Garage from the Occasions catalog. And you can see the tools back there because September is my anniversary. well, our anniversary, my wedding anniversary. So what I did was I kind of wanted to make this a little bit of a manly anniversary card. So I put "You Jump Start My Heart," and that's from the Geared Up Garage. And the designer series paper is from there. And then I used our black shimmery ribbon from the annual catalog. And then inside, I used one of our stamp sets that are in the New Occasions catalog, which I have over here. It is Wonderful Romance, because I thought the inside, "Together is a wonderful place to be," was a nice saying for an anniversary card. The next one would be October. So for what I did with October was I circled the 31st, and you'll see on the stamp set you get this little circle, okay, to circle certain dates. And this is a Halloween card. Now I used some retired designer series paper from our holiday catalog and a cat punch, which is in the annual catalog. And I just made a quick, easy trick-or-treat card. Nothing's in the inside yet because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it come Halloween this year. And then for November, I took again some of our retired designer series paper that I had left over from the holiday catalog, and a saying from the set that was in the holiday catalog, Harvest. Where is it? It's right here. It's our Harvest set. I do apologize, I didn't have that. Oh, I guess I put that one away. But you can use any Thanksgiving saying. And then, of course, I put some leaves around the edge. And then, of course, circled the date. And this is a tent card, tent fold card. And then for the December one, you can see, again, I'm using up all my retired designer series paper from the holiday catalog. And this was from our Still Night stamp set that was in the holiday catalog. This is in the annual catalog. So I made a nice Christmas card with the shimmery paper. So again, those are the May through December cards. And now let me show you what I'm going to be doing for January. Okay, so again, I'm going to bring in some of these pieces that I've already done. And I'm going to bring in, let's see, we're going to use the Stampersdelight. I'm going to just fold that. Of course, I've already got all this pre-cut. This is from the Frosted Floral, which is also in the holiday catalog. So you can use up your designer series paper. I'm just going to snail that down. And lay that right on the front here. I'm going to take January. Let me just find my January date. Make sure I got the right one. So this is the January. Put that over here. I'll put that right on the front. And this is what's really nice about this. You can incorporate all the different elements that we have from the different stamps or the catalogs. So what I'm looking for is some ribbon that's going to go with that. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet, so let's just see. You hear me clunking around here trying to find one that I want to use. So this is the celebration ribbon. Okay, that you get that free, but I think what I'm going to do with this one is a little bit different. This is the pool party ribbon. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the pool party. Let me take that ribbon out. Get a lot of it too, by the way. Let me take my ribbon scissors. It's always easier for me to trim this like that, put it through those holes. Just going to put it through here. Cut some off. And I don't know why I'm standing while I'm doing this tonight. But it's just... Okay, so let me sit down and do this. Let me get a little comfortable here. Okay. So let's just tie this, and I'm just going to tie it in a knot. You can make a bow. You saw the other cards, which I'll bring back in. Sometimes I make knots, sometimes I make bows. And I'm just going to trim that off. Now, these aren't real intricate cards, but they're great to have on hand for birthdays or any occasion each month. Okay, so you can add more embellishments if you'd like. I'll play around with that ribbon later. Now what I would do is I would just snail this. I like to put a lot of snail on my cards so that they don't fall apart. And excuse me, I'm moving the chair around back here. So I'm just going to lay that down. Okay, so this one's going to be a birthday card. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the happy birthday from one of the newer sets, which is Piece of Cake. I like that saying. And I'm going to grab out of the box the sheet of stickers. Right here. So what I'm going to do is just bring in, let's see, what color do I want to use here? I think I'm going to use Coastal Cabana. So it pops a little. I'm going to put Happy Birthday right in the middle of that. Now remember, I said this was a sticker sheet, so it peels off nice and easy. I've already pre-cut the same designer series paper, and I'm just going to put that right there. And then I want this to pop up a little bit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get some dimensionals. And I have my Take Your Pick tool, which is a great tool to have. So many uses for it. Just lift that up there. Just going to slide this right up here. Play around with it a little bit. And maybe I want to add something to it. I could add some embellishments. So let's see, what do I have on my table here, which I will use. Okay, so I'm playing around with, this is the Happiness Blooms, these little embellishments here. And I'm tying in the yellow with the Coastal Cabana or Pool Party. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple of these. Doesn't have to be perfectly centered anywhere, just to give it a little embellishment. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in that one stamp that I showed you. And it's a little circle. And then I'm just going to take some Coastal Cabana again. And this is going to be for my cousin's birthday. And her birthday is the 24th. Got a little, don't want to press down too hard on that. And I'm just going to go right in there. Voila. So now I have a cute, quick, easy birthday card for my cousin. That's all there was to it. So the other cards that I made with this, I did a Valentine's Day card. Now this one, again, remember there's 18 of these, so I'm going to have 2 Januaries, 2 Februaries. So these are actually for next year. But I did a Valentine's Day card. And this is that nice ribbon that's in the annual catalog. This one, I should really show you this one because I love this one. Okay, this one is a St. Patrick's Day card. And again, the dates are off because this is for the following year. So I'll get two March out of the calendar too. And what I did was, let me just bring that in and show you. This is the Amazing Life set, which has a shamrock there. So I stamped it once on here and cut it out, but then I stamped it right over the 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day. And then I put in the middle of that, if you can see that, I'll bring it up, one of the embellishments from the Happiness Blooms enamel dots. So the 17th is blocked out, but everybody knows that's St. Patrick's Day. Okay. And I did a little more embellishing in there. Okay, let's see. And then for April, what I did was I brought in another set. I got all kinds of sets here. Fable Friends for Easter. And I made a beautiful Easter card. Now, again, this is the following year because I did the last 6 months that we had. Gets a little confusing. Just know you're going to come out with 18 cards, okay? And the first 6 months, you'll have doubles. You'll have 2 January, 2 February, 2 March, April, and May. And June. So this one's an Easter card. And then I believe Easter, that I just have to figure out which day Easter is in 2020. And I used some of the Happiness Bloom set, designer series paper. And there you have it. Okay, so again, these are the cards. Let me bring in the other cards so you can see all the ones. And I'm not done yet. Okay, so I have January. And then we have February right here. We have one for March. We have one for April. And then let's go back here. There's May. There's June. And I'll just move these aside. Then we have July. And you could also do July. You could, June you can make into a Father's Day card by using the Geared Up Garage set, like I did the anniversary one, but you can use the male version of that, make a Father's Day card. And then for May, you could always make that into a Mother's Day card. Then we have August. September, which I did in the male version or a masculine card for my husband. October, I did a Halloween one. November, Thanksgiving. And then, of course, December, a Christmas card. So don't forget, if you don't like the paper pumpkin as a calendar, you can make all these lovely cards out of it. So think outside the box and come up with some other ideas. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope to see everyone on Facebook Live Friday morning. Please subscribe to my YouTube videos, share them, and recommend them. And I do like to see your comments, so please leave me a comment also. Have a great night. Happy stamping. Bye.